Hello everyone, today we're learning about weaving, warps and webs. So weaving cloth and basket is one of the oldest forms of art, at least 3,000 years old, super old. Weaving is a process in which two or more fabrics are woven together, that is, are warped and webbed, interlocked to make useful objects like cloth and baskets. You can look at your clothing and sometimes see the warps and webs in them. The webs is the length or the vertical part of the weaving. The webs is the width or the horizontal part of the weaving. So once again, that's the warp and the web. The warp is blue, the web is red. And the standards that we're hitting today are number 3 and number 11. Hello everyone, it's Missin back with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to create a paper weaving. It's not a very hard process, but we're going to take it nice and slow so that we can all be successful. And it's alright if we mess up, or we need to watch things over again, or we need to try to do things over again. That is alright. So for today, what we're going to need 2 sheets of colored paper. Any color will do. Mine are purple and green. I'm going to choose one color first. I'm going to choose my purple first. But like I said, you could choose any color. And what I'm going to be doing next, I'm going to take it. I'm going to make sure that it is vertical. Then I am going to fold it in half. Just like mine, a hamburger style. This is hamburger style. And make sure it's folded in half. My next step, I'm going to find the opening. That's the opening. I'm going to take the front part. I'm going to fold it just a little bit. Remember, you can pause at any time. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the back part and going to fold it over it as well. So when we look at it from the side, it should look something like this. And it still opens. And like I said, we're going to do a simple paper weaving. So I'm going to make 4 cuts. Very similar to this. 4 cuts. Oops. 4 cuts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my paper. Hold it just like this. I'm not going to cut past this folded line. I'm making 4 cuts. This is my first cut. I just cut it to that folded line. That's my first cut. Remember to pause at any time. That's my second cut. This is my third cut. That's my fourth cut. It's alright if it looks a little uneven. If you take it like this, kind of spread it out, you can see that there's 4 cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my 4 cuts. We're going to set that aside. Next, we're going to take our other paper. Make sure that it is horizontal in front of you, just like this. Horizontal, or in art, remember we call that landscape. Make sure that is landscape. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut strips. So I make sure I'm holding it, landscape, and I cut strips. I don't want really skinny strips. I want pretty thick strips, not too thick. Strips about this size. I don't want strips this big. See that? This is a strip that is too thin. That's way too thin. We want nice thick strips. They're about 1 inch thick. Just go ahead and guesstimate that inch. So I'm just cutting my paper. I'm going to cut it all. I like to cut mine off. Alright. I'm going to have my strips on one side. I have my other paper on this side. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my paper. I'm going to undo it carefully. There you go. You just undo it. This is mine. Traditionally, weaving is done on a loom. So this is our loom, our width, and this will be our width. Wept and width. They almost sound the same. They're really hard to understand. So I'm going to take a strip. I'm going to start. I'm going to start going over and under. This is our weaving. So I'm going to do over first. So place it on top. This is now over. I'm going to lift this one up. I'm going to go under. Over on this one. So I'm scooting it. Under on this one. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to go over on that last one. I just like to scoop mine up. Alright. Next I'm going to take my second one. I'm going to go under. So I'm going to lift this up, go under. That means I go over on the next one. I'm going to go under on this one. I'll go over on that one. Scoot it up. If we don't understand, I'll show us again. I'm going to label these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You do not have to write that. This is just in case we need some further explanation. We're going to go over on 1. We're going to go under on 2. Over on 3. Under on 4. And then over on 5. And this one's the opposite. We're doing under on 1, over on 2, under on 3, over on 4, and under on 5. I like to scoop mine up. And this will be my last strip, I think. So I'm going over on 1, under on 2, over on 3, under on 4. Sometimes it's hard to get. And then over on 5. Now, of course, this is it. So when you are done, that is going to be all. Of course, what I would like you to do is sign your name. I like to put the year. That's an A. And I like to glue all of my stuff down. Gluing all my edges. And I'll do that for all of them. Flip it over. Ta-da! And then we are done. And of course, you can do them thinner, you can do them thicker. After you get it the first time, weaving more is super easy. You can also bend them into cool projects. You can glue that together, make it a little pencil holder. Do anything you want with your paper weavings. All right. That's going to be all for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.